What's going on, ZERT Nation? XP001 here, out here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada at Clark County Shooting Park. It's a nice 109 degrees, so I figured, hell, let's film some videos. What I want to talk about today is considerations for a home defense rifle. Now, I just picked this up thanks to Diamondback Tactical. This is a 10.5-inch AR pistol chambered in 9mm. The nice thing about this is it accommodates Glock mag. So if you have a Glock 19 mag, little itty bitty guy, or if you go for the big 33 rounders, it accommodates it. Another thing too is 2 is 1, 1 is none. So these mags, if I carry it in my vehicle, depending on if I'm using this for home defense, if I'm out camping on the road or whatever, these magazines can be used for my handgun and my AR-15 platform. So with that being said, considerations of 9mm, when you're running 9mm, especially out of a 9.5-inch barrel, you're going to get a lot more velocity, kinetic energy, because it's not coming out of a 3, 4, maybe 5-inch barrel like a handgun. So running heavier stuff, 124, 147 grain, running plus P, you're going to get some really good performance out of this. Now, when we look at the optics here, I do have a 3-time magnifier. I have that 3-time magnifier on here just to zero this gun. This will be removed once it goes next to my bed, on my nightstand, or in my vehicle. Now, with that being said, you know, I'm going to push this thing out on a 12-inch piece of steel to 300. Okay, because that's why we have that 9.5-inch barrel. So the capabilities of 9mm are beyond most people's conception of a handgun round. Now, I got a Riton optic. I have a 1 MOA. The nice thing about this Riton, it has a high setting for the dot. So I set it up so when I pick this rifle up, I turn that in 1, and I know that's on the brightest setting, because what this setting will have a direct effect on your weapon mounted light. A weapon mounted light should be either, if you have a handgun that's your nightstand gun or whatever, you should have a weapon mounted light on your pistol, rifle, whatever, because things go bump at night. You want to be able to properly identify your target. But most importantly, once you do activate your red dot, you hit this light, depending if it's a 5, 6, 8, and there's even 1,000 lumen lights out there, that white light is going to wash out that dot. So even shittier optics training out here in the Las Vegas sun can tend to get washed out because they don't have a proper high setting. So that's something to consideration when you take that dot. How bright is that setting? Is it going to get washed out by your weapon mounted light or by the Las Vegas sun? So those need to be taken into consideration. Another thing I want to add, ZERT Nation, is placement of a weapon mounted light. So if you have the money, you can get a Surefire Scout light with a pressure pad. That's great. The Enforce light is a great option. The reason why I put it at the 12 o'clock is because it doesn't matter what I do with this weapon system. If I have to transition, you do barricade work or whatever, I can still have that light manipulated. If I'm on a barricade doing support barricade, I'm not going to get splashback from the light. It's not going to be obscured by the barricade because it's set at the 12 o'clock setting on the rail, so I can manipulate regardless if I'm running right hand or left hand. Now, what I have here is one thing I like about this AR pistol does have a adjustable stock, but underneath I'm utilizing this real estate to put a tourniquet, a life-saving measure. So when I grab this rifle, regardless, this can be additional life-saving measure, because if I'm jumping out of the bed, I'm not going to have a med kit, you know, on me. So at least I have something that I can manage bleeding control. Also too is round capacity. That's shooter's choice. What I'm probably going to do is identify clamps, so I can clamp 2 of these, so I can have 66 rounds on the gun, tourniquet, weapon mounted light. Now, one thing I do not have on this rifle is a sling. Retention is key for having a sling for multiple reasons, as far as combatives, or if you're having to restrain someone, climb over a fence. You always have that gun will always be attached to your body. So Once again, to recap, considerations for a home defense. Now, some of you guys may have a 5.56, some of you may have a 308, some run shotgun, but you got to understand, guys, when we talk about the basic firearms rule, we got to know what's in forward and beyond our target. So if you have a gun that potentially can over penetrate your walls into the upstairs, downstairs, into your child's bedroom, that's something to take consideration when we talk about ammo. Now, 9mm is hot, 5.56 is hot, so regardless, when we talk about over penetration, it's probably going to happen, especially in houses, especially if it's just hitting drywall. But, you know, shooter's choice. But hope you guys got some good takeaways from this video. I'm XP001. Stay safe out there.